The day a young man lost his job was the worst day of his life. He had worked at the factory for over a decade, following the advice of his mentor, an old technician who had taught him everything he knew. He had learned to talk less, do more, and never stop developing his skills. He had become an expert in every aspect of the factory's operations. He had also become invisible. No one noticed his hard work or appreciated his contributions. He was always overlooked for promotions and raises, while others who had less experience and capabilities got ahead. He felt frustrated and unfulfilled, but he didn't know what else to do. He remembered what his mentor had told him once when he had visited him after his retirement. The old man had seen that he was unhappy and asked him what was troubling him. He had poured his heart out, telling him how he felt stuck and undervalued at the factory. The old man had asked him if he was sure that he had become indispensable to the factory. He had nodded confidently, thinking of all the skills and knowledge he had acquired over the years. The old man had then told him to take a day off, using whatever reason he liked. He had said that it was time for him to give himself a break and that maybe things would change for the better when he came back. He had followed his advice, thinking that it made sense. He had thanked his teacher and left quickly to make a time-off request. When he returned to work after his day off, he was surprised by what happened. The manager had called him into the office and told him that things had not gone well at the factory while he was gone. Others had encountered many problems that normally would be handled by him, and they had no idea how to solve them. The manager had realized his importance and decided to promote him to the position of senior technician to thank him and encourage him to keep up the good work. He had felt grateful for his mentor's wisdom, thinking that this was the secret to success. He had accepted the promotion and resumed his work with renewed enthusiasm. From that point on, whenever he felt like he deserved more than what he was getting, he would take a day off. When he came back the next day, the situation would improve to his satisfaction. He would get more recognition, more responsibility, more money. This pattern continued for months, until one day he found that he was blocked from going into the factory. Much to his shock, he found out that his employment was terminated. He could not believe it. He did not know what else to do. He went back to see his mentor, hoping to find some answers. He asked him why he had lost his job despite doing everything as he instructed. The old man shook his head and told him that he had only heard half the lesson. He explained that he had understood right away that no one pays attention to a light bulb that is always on. It is only when it goes off that people suddenly take notice and realize they have been taking it for granted. He said that he was so eager to apply this understanding that he left before hearing the second half. He asked him what was the second half. The old man spoke slowly, making sure that he got the point. The second half, more important than the first, was the realization that if a light bulb goes off frequently, then sooner or later it will be replaced with one that is more reliable. Who wants a light bulb that no one can count on to provide illumination? He said that in his life, there were people who cared about him and who depended on him. His friends and family members who were always there for him. What would happen if one day they were no longer there? Would he wait for such a day to suddenly realize how important they were? He told him to give thanks today for the good fortune of having them in his life. He also told him not to let himself be taken for granted, but at the same time not to stop doing his work just because it did not go the way he wanted it to go. He told him to find the balance in life, and life would reward him. He thanked his mentor for his advice and left with a new perspective on life. He realized that he had been focusing on the wrong things all along. He decided to pursue his passion and find a new career path that would make him happy and fulfilled. He also decided to spend more time with his loved ones and show them how much he appreciated them. He learned from his mistake and became a better person. He found success and happiness in life.